Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Legal 500 webinar sponsored by Alosaimi Law Firm. We are taking a deep dive into the Kuwait economy today with a discussion titled Doing Business in Kuwait in 2021, Opportunities, Challenges and Potential Disputes. My name is Joe Boswell, and I'm a senior member of the Legal 500's in-house legal research team. For 5 years, I've been organising the Legal 500's GC Power List Middle East, which highlights some of the best in-house legal in the Gulf. Amr Wageeh is a senior general legal counsel, at the Kuwait Direct Investment Promotion Authority and has over 20 years experience in corporates on the back of his skill in contract management, tenders, procurements, international trade, foreign direct investment, corporate governance, offset programs and economic zones. At the end. So yeah, I believe Amr Wageeh is going first on this third topic, which is about government contracts. So yeah, take it away.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my insights and the view during this webinar. Actually, today I want to shed the light about the Kuwaiti government policies regarding to infrastructures and PP projects. As we know, that Kuwaiti government has used its oil revenues to build country's major infrastructure. However, the continuing decline in oil price has led the government of Kuwait to engage in various efforts in an attempt to diversify Kuwait economy. These efforts have included the government promotion, government promotion, support, and engagement in the public-private partnership projects. Since 2017, the Kuwaiti government unveiled its plans to transform the country into a region financial and cultural hub by 2035 through Kuwait National Development Plan, which is branded the New Kuwait. And I'm here inviting all the in-house counsels on the companies that are interested to expansion their business in Kuwait, working for PPP project, to visit the New Kuwait official websites and to have a deep look for all the opportunity there, which sets the nation long-term development strategy. One of the strategies that Kuwait is restructuring the role played by the state so to allow more private sector participation. By the way, the government has approved 105 billion US dollar for National Development Plan infrastructure projects. And I believe that there is a solid development of PPP legal regimes as is produce an evidence of the government support and strategy in developing such projects. Let me share with you some successful stories for public-private partnership happened in Kuwait recently. Zohr North from sector for power and water, which is independent water project, power project. This project continues to be the government flagship and is the most successful major PPPs here in Kuwait. And there is another one also in health sector, is the health assurance hospital company called Dahman. Dahman committed to building 3 hospitals and 15 clinics to provide health care for expats resident in Kuwait. Dahman signed 162 million dinar, which is approximately 535.9 million deal with China Corporation, with China Group Corporation, one of the Metrogolakela company, to build 2 hospitals to serve the insurance paying expatriates. The contract is include, the model of the contract is include the design, equipment, maintenance, and has 2 hospitals, which is provide 600 beds. By the way, a number of Dahman clinics is already open and operated in 2019. This is another evidence about how the government of Kuwait looking and dealing with private sector projects. Another project also is Airport Terminal 4 project. The Civil Aviation Authority here in Kuwait signed an operation and management agreement with Ancient International Airport Corporation of Korea to operate the terminal. The terminal is already started and working in July 2018. The 55,000 square meter terminal has a capacity to accommodate 4.5 million passengers per year and providing over 200 jobs for Kuwaiti citizens. And by the way, it contributes for 60 million US dollar annually to state revenues. Kadiba's, I think that Ancient Corporation has been licensed by Kadiba, by the way, as Kadiba is a Kuwait Direct Investment Promotion Authority, one of the state of Kuwait economic arms, licensing them and giving them the legal existence here in Kuwait by a single person company, fully owned by them. Also, another example for private partnership with the government is in another scheme is another regime is privatization of Kuwait Stock Exchange. The privatization with another project sanctions by the Kuwaiti government to strengthen its position as a regional financial center and gives the private sector a strong role in Kuwait economy. Last examples in waste treatment is Amr wastewater project. It's the largest project in the Middle East. Amr project is being built to dispose the water, the wastewater from southern Kuwait and to supply agriculture and the industry with the processed water. It is 25 years period of contract. It's already concluded and closed. By the way, Kadiba license also the structure as an investor, and WTE is a German company which is responsible for constructions here in Kuwait also to facilitate WTE assignment in this project. This project considered as one of the world's largest and most complex water projects. Another point that I want to share with you that relating to the nature of the PP agreements, as is a government as part of such agreements, sometimes it raises a debate or argument about the nature of such agreements. But it's most important for in-house counsel to know that the PP agreement wouldn't be considered purely commercial agreement, but rather administrative one. And this make things raise some argument about how it could be workable and the role of the government. Actually, the absence of local presidents open the door for such arguments based on jurisprudence and various theory for administrative law, which is developed in other civil law jurisdictions. And this is giving the government and fully in favor of the government, and it gives the government the right to be superior for the other partner. But actually, in my point of view, as and thanks for the people who are working on PP laws here in Kuwait, that they are addressed everything related to the contract and its clause provision in the PP laws, and they are addressed most of these things. So I believe that the PP laws should be government and ruled such agreement. However, the PP agreement it's not purely a commercial agreement. Most notably in PP laws that the PP laws codifies some of the financing techniques which applies in the PP project, and this is giving some solutions and take lending and to secure the lenders for that. For example, assignment of proceeds. The laws pledge against shares in both of project company and the consortium company, even during the initial 2 years lockout period, and also allows a mortgage over the assets comprising the project, other than the land. It's considered as land is public assets, and the state's assets couldn't be mortgaged, but it's also provide more clarity on procedures to be undertaken in the event projects need to be transferred in the new consortiums. And this is a good thing that you can find in the PPP laws. Also, the law opened cross-border finance has been available for PPPs in Kuwait, and investors have sourced funding from both international and local banks and financial institutions. I want to conclude my insights. Of course, Dr. Mohammed Noor and Bilal will elaborate on most of these points regarding with respect to investor side. But if you are looking for Kuwait and expansion of your business or engagement in PPP project, you should know that the government is currently working with transaction advisors and bidders for various projects in power, water, housing, entertainment, transportation sectors, even in most. And I'm asking you to go through website of Kuwait Authority for Public Partnership website, official website, which include all of the projects that I have mentioned today. You can find more details about that. Also, I'm highly recommended to download the detailed guideline, which is prepared by CAB people regarding to make yourself familiar about how the PPP project process going on the ground, who is stakeholders, who is the parties. Everything has been detailed and explained, and this make you familiar about all these procedures. I agree, and I do agree with all of you that the PPP projects are complex, time-consuming, and include a variety of contractual arrangements because involving many participants in that. That's why these participants, which is including the government, bidding, the consortium members, these participants, which is including the government, bidding, the consortium members, the financier, operator, designers, contractor, even the subcontractors. So it's important for your side for taking care about these arrangements and make it essential before you participate in such a project to have experienced legal and technical and financial advisor from an early stage in the PPP process. This will lead you to make you very comfortable. Finally, patient and presence, strong local partners